Hey everybody, Jenni Thyng with a word of encouragement today, coming to you from Romans chapter 8, verse 28. And we're going to talk about conflict today, but we're going to unpack this scripture verse over the next few sessions. This verse says this, and we know that in all things God works for the good of those who love him, who have been called according to his purpose. Now, why would that be in scripture? It's under the heading of more than conquerors because God knows that we need to be reminded that the opposite of good happens, and we don't gravitate towards wanting that opposite of good, which is bad. We have a conflict with that. Sometimes we make bad choices, and that's why we have conflict, and sometimes those conflicts come when we weren't even expecting it. We had nothing to do with why that conflict is there. But God is saying there will be conflict, but take heart, you do not have to be defined by that conflict. In fact, God says, if you love me and trust me, I am going to take that conflict and I'm going to work that for good because I have a purpose for you. I love that scripture passage, and I love that picture that when we have conflict, we can allow God to use it to grow us, stretch us, and teach us so that we know and trust him more and more. See, our definition does not come from the conflict. It comes from the victory through the conflict. And that victory can only come through Jesus Christ. So put your faith in him. He who came as a humble little baby to live a life that was full of conflict so that he can conquer sin and death once and for all for you and for me. That's why we celebrate Christmas. There's conflict, but God is bigger and he wants you to trust him. Be blessed.